Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, what's good in the hood, y'all? Welcome to Geeks Who Drink Pub Quiz on Mondays on Twitch. I'm Chaz, and I'll be giving you your questions fast and free tonight. How's it going, everyone? I see some familiar faces in the chat. I see Slobos, Care Fed, folks. I think, who is that? That is Don Rico Suave and Nami. I always fuck up. Anyway, how are y'all living out there? What are y'all drinking? Right now I have my Hydrate or Die-drate. It's a soda stream, but then I have one of those Mio like squirty things that I put in here, and that's what I'm doing. Maybe during the break I'll go grab like a Topo Chico. I'm a basic bitch sometimes. Happens. Street Chaz's fans. This is not fancy. It's not fancy. It's like it's ghetto soda. Like oh, this is why you can't take me anywhere. Anyway, as always, you have 7 rounds of pub quiz tonight. You're gonna have a music round in round 2. You're gonna have a video round in round 5. You're also gonna have 3 double point rounds tonight. I think you can put exclamation point answer sheet in order to get an answer sheet to play along. And I don't know if our good friends who like to score are still doing that thing, but if they are, they're in the chat. Just look for them. I think that it is Jerry and sometimes Thunderfunk that does it. So, yeah. So it looks like there was a little thing from the audience that the music is a little bit right. Okay, maybe in 3 hours it'll be better. I kid. Anyway, we'll get that done behind the scenes, but if you want to get into it, put in the chat hashtag let's get into it. We'll get started with round number 1. Oh no. All right, round number 1 is called Hot August Summer in honor of the 50th anniversary of that Neil Diamond album. It's a nice, easy round on kneeling and diamond. So for question number 1, which word from that Miss Muffet poem means a kneeling cushion you'd find in a church pew? Question number 1, one more time. What word from that Miss Muffet poem means a kneeling cushion you find in a church pew? When Geeks Who Drink music put some stank on it, like what? Anyway. Alright, let's keep this ball rolling. Let's head on over to question number 2. Like me, diamonds aren't completely stable. They very slowly convert to graphite, another form of what element? Question number 2, one more time. Like me, diamonds aren't completely stable. They're very slowly convert to graphite, another form of what element? Okay. Moving on to question number 3. A deleted scene from Avengers Endgame had the whole team take a knee in honor of what fallen member who dusted Thanos? Question number 3, one more time. A deleted scene from Avengers Endgame had the whole team take a knee to honor what fallen member who dusted Thanos? shot. I don't know. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go with that. You right. Yeah, I'm not gonna. You guessed Rihanna too. I don't know. Will Rihanna come up? I don't know. Fuck around and find out. Moving on to question number 4. Question number 4 is the following. Most diamonds are over 1 billion years old and were slowly pushed up from what fluid layer below the Earth's crust. Question number 4, one more time. Most diamonds are over 1 billion years old and were slowly pushed up from what fluidy layer below the Earth's crust. Moving on to question number 5. A quarterback sometimes take a knee to drain the clock at the end of a football game. The opposite is what move where you immediately throw the ball into the ground to stop the clock. Question number 5, one more time. Quarterbacks sometimes take a knee to drain the clock at the end of a football game. The opposite is what move where you immediately throw the ball into the ground to stop the clock. You know what? I always, even though I don't watch football like that much anymore, I used to always get upset that they would just knee at the end of the game. I'm like, you should play. What's this kneeing bullshit? Like, now I get it. Of course. Spirit of the game. I just like, you don't want to get hurt. You don't want someone to fumble the ball. I get it. Don't want to see you play though. Like, I know that's the time everybody in the stadium is leaving to get to their cars, so you know they don't have to rush out. But still, I want to see. Anyway, moving along to question number 6. No major disasters have befallen the National Museum of Natural History since acquiring what allegedly cursed blue diamond named for a Dutch banking family. Question number 6, one more time. No major disasters have befallen the National Museum of Natural History since acquiring what allegedly cursed blue diamond named for a Dutch banking. It should make a pizza place that is named after the fluidy layer of the Earth's crust. Like, somebody rekeep Dutch. Y'all too funny. All right, moving on to our penultimate question of round number 1. Question number 7. There's a couple of kneeling camel statues outside the Tripoli Temple, the Milwaukee headquarters of what hospital building society? Question number 7, one more time. There's a couple of kneeling camel statues outside of the Tripoli Temple, the Milwaukee headquarters of what hospital building society? Oh, I love jokes like that, the Great Gabo. I could really go for some pizza right now. There's a local distillery. I think it's called like Batch 260. Batch 206 that has a pizza place in inside. And the last time I was there, I got their version of a grandma pie, and it was good. And like it heated up really well in the air fryer too the next day. Like, need to go back. Anyway. What we are going back to is question number 8, your final regular question of round number 1. The 4 C's used to rate diamonds are cut, color, clarity, and what nutritious sounding unit of weight? Question number 8, one more time. The 4 C's are used to rate diamonds. Diamonds are cut, color, clarity, and what nutritious sounding unit of weight? Hey, Jerryoki, what's good? Woo! Are you grading people's quizzes? If they are. Anyway, that does it for your regular 8 questions on round number 1. And 5 times tonight, we're going to give you a chance to win up to $50 in Taver credits. With our bonus question, how to work is I'll read you the question, and then you'll put exclamation point the answer. If there's multiple words in that answer, you'll have no spaces, or else our bot will be like, the fuck is this? So make sure that you do that when the time comes. But this one is only 1 word, so you'll have up until, and you have to spell it out. But you'll have up until I start reading the answer to question number 7 to submit. And then we'll do a random draw. We'll do that 5 times, and then at the end of the night, one of those random draws will win the $50, and everybody else gets $5 for Taver craft beer delivered to your door. So your bonus question is the following. Oh gee, what a surprise. De Beer's marketing campaign from the 30s gave us the tradition that an diamond engagement ring should cost how many months' salary? And your time starts. It looks like we know how capitalism and love have fused together in order to buy balls of carbon that has been under pressure for years. And now look at me, I'm pretty. Sounds like a Leo. Anyway, moving on to your answers for round number 1. Question number 1, once again, which word from that Miss Muffet poem means a kneeling cushion you'd find in a church pew that is tuffet? Question. Now, you know what? I just realized I learned what curds and whey was like late in life. And I'm like, okay, little miss. Hope you're not lactose intolerant. Moving on to question number 2. Like me, diamonds aren't completely stable. They're slowly converting to graphite, another form of carbon. Question number 3. A deleted scene from Avengers Endgame, and the whole team taking knee to honor what fallen member? Dusted Thanos, that would be Tony Stark or Iron Man. Question number 4. Most diamonds are over 1 billion years old and were slowly pushed up from what fluid layer below the Earth's crust? That would be the mantle, the outer mantle if you're nasty. Question number 5. Quarterbacks sometimes take a knee to drain the clock at the end of a football game. The opposite is when you spike the ball to stop the clock. Question number 6. No major disasters have befallen the National Museum of Natural History since acquiring the Hope Diamond. Question number 7. There's a couple of kneeling camel statues outside the Tripoli Temple, the Milwaukee headquarters of the Shriners, or apparently the ancient Arabic order of the nobles of the Mystic Shrine. I didn't know they had that. And moving on to question number 8. The 4 C's used to rate diamonds are cut, color, clarity, and carat. Do I accept cat pics? Are you talking to Jerry? I mean, you send me cat pics. I don't know. Anyway, now that you've all submitted your bonus question answers, let's give you that question one more time. Brought to you by Taver. Oh gee, what a surprise! De Beer's marketing campaign from the 30s gave us a tradition that a diamond engagement ring should cost 3 months' salary. 3. A whole quarter. A whole quarter. Like all of it? Like not even like barring for inflation? Like not even after bills? Like the fuck? Anyway. And now we're gonna head into your audio round and your first 16-point round of the night, round number 2. And this one, this is called Ask and Answered. 4 of these songs have titles that are questions, each followed by a song that answers that question. We name the titles and artists as usual, and I'll return after we go through the set list twice. Good luck.
Bottles in my reach, we can all get buzzed. Holla, cause I'm free to whatever, it's no rush.
So many boys in here, where do I begin? I see this one, I'm about to go in. Then he said, I'm here with my friends. inhibition, no sin.
She walked in the club like nobody's business. Goddamn, she murdered everybody and I was her witness.
Stacking money, money everywhere she goes. You know, pesos out of Mexico. Really the angels, but boy, I'm so happy. We have been heaven blessed. I can't believe what God has done. Through us, He's given life to one.
First you gonna say you ain't running game, thinking I believe in every word. Call me beautiful, so original, telling me I'm not like other girls. I was in my zone before you came along. Now I'm thinking maybe you should go. Blah blah blah. I be like nah to the ah to the.
And we're going to give those to you one more time. Good luck.
Bottles in my reach, we can all get buzzed. Holla, cause I'm free to whatever, it's no rush.
So many boys in here, where do I begin? I see this one, I'm about to go in. Then he said, I'm here with my friends. He got to thinking, and that's when he said. Hey boy, I really wanna be with you, 'cause you're just my type. Oh na 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 na, I need a boy to take it over. Looking for a guy to put in work up. Oh 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 oh, oh na na. My life, you've never seen a woman taken by the wind. Would you stay if she promised you heaven? Will you ever win? Will you ever win? Open up my eyes and tell me who I am. Let me in on all your secrets. No inhibition, no sin.
She walked in the club like nobody's business. Goddamn, she murdered everybody and I was her witness.
Stacking money, money everywhere she goes. You know, pesos out of Mexico. Really the angels, but boy, I'm so happy. We have been heaven blessed. I can't believe what God has done. Through us, He's given life to one.
First you gonna say you ain't running game, thinking I believe in every word. Call me beautiful, so original, telling me I'm not like other girls. I was in my zone before you came along. Now I'm thinking maybe you should go. Blah blah blah. I be like nah to the ah to the.
All right, we're back, folks. I got a Topo Chico strawberry-guava now. So, you know, now I am a geek who drinks. So, let's get into your answers for round number.
Bottles in my reach, we can all get buzzed. Holla, cause I'm free to whatever, it's no rush.
Where Them Girls At by David Guetta featuring Flow Rider and Nicki Minaj. My Name by your favorite Rihanna featuring Aubrey Graham, aka Drake. Their name is Rhiannon by Fleetwood Mac. Number 5, How Deep Is Your Love by Calvin Harris and Disciple. It's Only 6 Inches, y'all, by Beyonce featuring The Weeknd. And this is Stevie Wonder with Isn't She Lovely?
What you gonna say? You ain't running.
And Rihanna, I'm sorry, not Rihanna, Meghan Trainor says no, which is weird since you have 2 toilets in your bathroom and you and your husband poop together. Anyway, I am quietly judging. Anyway, let's move along to round number 3. Round number 3 is called I'm So Strung Out because it's a multiple choice round on kites. It's a multiple choice round on kites. All right, folks, starting with question number 1. The Great Kite was a flappy wooden flying machine designed by which a Renaissance master, Donatello or Leonardo? Question number 1, one more time. The Great Kite was a flappy wooden flying machine designed by which a Renaissance master, Donatello or Leonardo? Toilet? I mean, like, when I first heard that, like, first she married the bull from Spy Kids, and I was like, what? And then they're in an interview, and they're just like, yeah, no, we got 2 toilets installed, so we can both go at the same time. And I'm like, that's love. That's love right there. Anyway, let's take that love and move on over to question number 2. What are black kites? A fish or a bird that eats fish? Question number 2, one more time. What are black kites? Is that a fish or birds that eat fish? Oh yeah, is anybody caught up on the Dragon Ball Super manga? Because apparently Frieza got another transformation. Now he's a Black Frieza. And now there's way too many TikToks that have him saying like, hey, I'm showing up. What's up? Just like, I mean, like, it's even more problematic because he's always calling Saiyans monkeys. It's like, dog. Like, ain't even Gray Frieza? Like, come on. Anyway, moving along to question number 3. According to Guinness, what's the highest anyone has ever flown a kite? 600 feet or 16,000 feet? Question number 3, one more time. According to Guinness, what's the highest anyone has ever flown a kite? Is that 600 feet or 16,000 feet? No, I really think, I mean, I'm sure she does know you can get a second bathroom, but it's also probably just cheaper to install a second toilet. Oh my god! Like, could you imagine the conversation, her and Bo Burnham would have? Like, so I don't know if you've seen Bo Burnham's like the outtakes that he did, but he has that one song where he's talking to his girlfriend. It's all like, "Why do you always need to use the bathroom when I need to use the bathroom? Why can't you use the other bathroom? That's why we got 2 bathrooms." And then you know, Meghan Trainor shows up like, "But what about 2 toilets?" All right, let's move on over to question number 4. Dipping its toes into Lovecraftian horror, which comic strip features a kite eating tree, Calvin and Hobbes, or Peanuts? Question number 4, one more time. Dipping its toes into Lovecraftian horror, which comic strip features a kite eating tree, Calvin and Hobbes, or Peanuts? No, she's not dating Bo. I was saying like Bo Burnham in his like outtakes that he released on YouTube has a song where it's like, why do you always gotta use the bathroom when I gotta use the bathroom? Don't we know you got 2 bathrooms? Why can't you go use the other bathroom? Something like that. That was a very poor rendition because I don't remember the whole song, but there was a part there where he was talking to his, like, the metaphoric version of his girlfriend, I imagine, while he was complaining. But you should go watch it. Like, if you liked Inside, I should have specifically say it was the Inside outtakes. If you like Inside, you probably like the Inside outtakes. All right, and now we're moving on to question number 5, to one of my favorite places back home. According to the Franklin Institute, is that story about Ben flying a kite in a storm true, or a load of old hooey? Question number 5, one more time. According to the Franklin Institute, is that story about Ben flying a kite in a storm true, or a load of old hooey? As you can see, Mike is trying to. What's on with it? Anyway. But yes, if you ever go to Philadelphia, even though I think Philadelphia can kick rocks, the Franklin Institute is a fun place. Philly itself can kick rocks. Like, which is always funny because I'm always meeting people, and every time they're like, "Where you from?" "You're from Philly." "Oh, I love Philadelphia." I'm like, "You don't?" "Hell. But do you get gravy on your cheesesteak? Are you on them motherfuckers?" If you know, you know. Moving along to question number 6. Dorky looking Tom Kite won the 1992 US Open in which sport? Golf or tennis? Question number 6, one more time. A dorky looking Tom Kite won the 1992 US Open in which sport? Golf. Actually, so it's not white or brown gravy. It's technically marinara sauce. Or like marinara sauce adjacent. But you know you get that on your cheesesteak if you grew up in a suburb of Philadelphia where they do that. Like, if you went to Geno's would look at you like you wildin'. Like, because Geno's looks at everybody like they wildin'. Because Geno's runs itself like it's like a low-level mafia organization, like high key. So yeah, but it's a thing. Oh, mashed potatoes and marinara sounds good. Like that sounds real good. I want that. Anyway, let's move on over to our penultimate question of round number 3. Question number 7. Which island has a tradition of using kites to send messages to the gods? Bali or Cyprus? Question number 7, one more time. Which island has a tradition of using kites to send messages to the gods? Bali or Cyprus? I mean, yeah. Delisandro's is hype. Honestly, you should just go to like the bodega down the street to get a cheesesteak. Like, everybody and their mom can make a cheesesteak. It's really just like chopped up, ribeye or chuck eye and some onions. Like, oh, I don't know if Jim's on South Street survived the fire. I hope they did, because I like Jim. Yeah, I mean, chopped cheese is just ground beef though, like, and that's a Harlem thing until like the gentrifiers was like, oh, look at this thing, oh my god, like, it's the New York cheese thing. It's like, get out of here with that. No, it's its own. All right, moving on to question number 8, your final question of round number 3. Yes or no, does Mary Poppins do any singing in the song "Let's Go Fly a Kite"? Question number 8, one more time. Yes or no, does Mary Poppins do any singing in that song "Let's Go Fly a Kite"? Chopped up cow anus and toenails. So, Jerfad, the question is it chopped up rectum or is it chopped up intestine? Sorry, not sorry. And guess what? You have another bonus question to answer where you can get your second chance to win up to $50 in Tabor credit for craft beer delivery. Sure. This one is going to feature, or we're just taking last name only, right, producer? All right, put the full name. Make sure you put it all together. No spaces. Your bonus question is the following. It was meant to be. Batman villains Kite Man and Golden Glider are currently dating in the HBO Max animated series starring what anti-hero? Bonus question one more time. It was meant to be. Batman villains Kite Man and Golden Glider are currently dating in the HBO Max animated series starring what anti-hero? It looks like y'all know what y'all talking about. As always, you'll have up until I read the answer to question number 7 to get your submissions in, and then after that, it's done. No more. And then we'll let you know who won after we've read all the answers. So, I can stop being so strung out. Let's get into these answers for your multiple choice round on kites. Question number 1 one more time. The Green Kite was a flappy wooden flying machine designed by which Renaissance master? That would be the katana wielder himself, Leonardo. Question number 2. What are black kites? Are they fish or birds that eat fish? That would be birds that eat fish. Or question number 3. According to Guinness, the highest anyone has ever flown a kite is 16,000 feet. I'm gonna have to look that up after this. Or question number 4. Dipping its toes into Lovecraftian horror, the comic strip that featured a kite eating tree is Peanuts. Or question number 5. According to the Franklin Institute, is that story about Ben flying a kite true or false? It's true, but the kite wasn't struck by lightning though. Or question number 6. Dorky looking Tom Kite won the 1992 US Open in which sport? That would be golf. Or question number 7, your last chance to enter that bonus question answer. Which island has a tradition of using kites to send messages to the gods? That would be Bali. And question number 8, yes or no, does Mary Poppins do any singing in the song Let's Go Fly a Kite? No, she'd already said goodbye to the kids by the time the Bankses sing it. Oh. Go. And now back to your bonus question, brought to you by Tabor for craft beer delivered to your door. As always, it was meant to be. Batman villains Kite Man and Golden Glider are currently dating in the HBO Max animated series Harley Quinn. And the winner of round number 3's bonus question is... Alright, it is Shadow Trial. Alright, I said that wrong, but anyway, you know who you are. Oh yeah, make sure you DM us. Also, I forgot to say that to the other individual who won as well. Make sure you DM us with your email so we can give you either your $5 in Tabor credit or your $50 in Tabor credit for craft beer delivered to your door. Remember, it's coming at you again 3 more times tonight after rounds 4, 5, 6, and final. All right, folks. Now that we've done that, let's boogie on bounce over to round number 4. Round number 4 is called Are You There, God? It's me, Margaret, because it's around on Margaret. Famous Margaret, not just any old Margaret. Not Margaret that lives down the street that, you know, bakes loaves of bread, but that's their thing. All right. Question number 1. Margaret the Virgin was one of the saints who allegedly spoke to what war hero nicknamed the Maid of Orleans? Question number 1, one more time. Margaret the Virgin was one of the saints who allegedly spoke to what a war hero nicknamed the Maid of Orleans? Yep, no, the great Gabbo. You right. Like they're like, oh hey, shareholders, we need to get rid of $3 billion worth of stuff on here. We're not gonna release Batgirl. Why? We need to save money on taxes. We're gonna get rid of all our queer stuff. Why? We need to save money on taxes. Like if you haven't seen their PowerPoint of like what they think their key demographics are, I'm not long for HBO Max. Like, can we go back to HBO Go? Is that still a thing? No? All right. Anyway, moving on to question number 2. In 1936, Margaret Brooks White's photo of Fort Peck Dam graced the first cover of what magazine that ironically died in 2007? Question number 2, one more time. In 1936, Margaret Brooke White's photo of Fort Peck Dam graced the first cover of what magazine that ironically died in 2007? That is like if Six Flags took over Disneyland. Although I did see like a YouTube video, which I haven't watched, which called New Disneyland Attractions, Six Flags Attractions. So I don't know. Maybe they used the same designers. Moving on to question number 3. Margaret Sanger was jailed in 1916 for handing out what round birth control device that was outlawed at the time? Question number 3, one more time. Margaret Sanger was jailed in 1916 for handing out what round birth control device that was outlawed at the time? No, great Gabbo. No. Nope. Don't think so. Let's head on over to question number 4 of round number 4. Your round on famous Margarets. In the 1380s, Margaret I became Queen of Norway, Sweden, in what country whose current monarch is Margitha II? Question number 4 one more time. In the 1380s, Margaret I became the Queen of Norway, Sweden, and what country whose current monarch is Margitha II? Wait, what? I didn't know that gets at it. But I guess you could just say roostering. Oh, that's fine, right? Oh man. What? Twitter. You're not Twitter, Twitch. What prude you got running like your toxicity over there? Like first you ban I can't say that. Oh my goodness. Anyway, moving along to question number 5. In the 1970s, Margaret Montoya became the first Latina accepted to what law school that later taught Elena Kagan and Ketanji Brown Jackson? Question number 5, one more time. In the 1970s, Margaret Montoya became the first Latina accepted to what law school that later taught Elena Kagan and Ketanji Brown Jackson? Toucan ring? Oh, I see. I get you. I was about to say, I was like, whoa. Whoa, Twitch. What's going on? Why are you like this? Anyway, moving on to question number 6. Margaret Martin says she was inspired to become a bodybuilder after watching what Ultra 90 show featuring Blaze, Siren, and Jazz? Question number 6 one more time. Margaret Martin says that she was inspired to become a bodybuilder after watching what Ultra 90s show featuring Blaze, Siren, and Chaz? Put an answer in the chat. And Michael still got me on the screen, so I'm eating like crap. Right now, I got one of those like little cups of guacamole and saltines, right? Like, where am I right now? A person who's going to read your penultimate question of round 4, question number 7. The true story of Margaret Garner, a woman who escaped slavery, inspired what Pulitzer-winning novel by Toni Morrison? Question number 7, one more time. The true story of Margaret Garner, a woman who escaped slavery, inspired what Pulitzer-winning novel by Toni Morrison? Having wrong answers don't go in the chat either. That's wow. No more good. I'm no more good after that one. Think that ass that precious myself. Anyway, moving along to question number 8, your final question of round number 4, around on Famous Margaret. Margaret Cho just straight up asked the writer star Joel Kim Booster for the role of house mom in what 2022 vacation film? Question number 8 one more time. Margaret Cho just straight up asked the writer star Joel Kim Booster for the role of house mom in what 2022 vacation film? Alright, what did I miss? The classic character Booner, but I'm not talking about Papa though. Wait, I think you put too much stars there, right? Or am I just blind? Okay. I'm blind. The class is on, Chaz. Still. Alright, folks, now it's time for your third free booze bonus question of the night. Sponsored by Craft Beer. That's right, this is your chicken chance. This is your third chance to win $5 for Taver and your chance to win up to $50 in Taver credit. This one is only one word, so good to go. Not as famous as The Handmaid's Tale or Alias Grace, Margaret Atwood's book Wandering Window was turned into a kid series in what home country? Oh, your bonus question one more time. Not as famous as The Handmaid's Tale or Alias Grace, Margaret Atwood's book Wandering Window was turned into a kid series in what home country? It looks like some of y'all know the answer, and then everybody else is just going to piggyback off of that. So remember, you have up until I read the answer to question number 7 of round 4 to submit your submission. So let's get into it with your answer. Margaret the Virgin was one of the saints who allegedly spoke to what war hero, nicknamed the Maid of Orleans? That would be Joan d'Arc, or Joan of Arc. Anyway, for question number 2. In 1936, Margaret Brooks White's photo of Fort Peck Dam graced the first cover of the magazine Life that sadly went the way of the dodo in 2007. Question number 3. Margaret Sanger was jailed in 1916 for handing out diaphragms. I know, right? Moving on to question number 4. In the 1380s, Margaret I became the Queen of Norway, Sweden, and Denmark. For question number 5, in the 1970s, Margaret Montoya became the first Latina accepted into Harvard Law School. For question number 6, Margaret Martin says she was inspired to become a bodybuilder after watching Blaze, Siren, and Jazz on American Gladiators. Question number 7, the true story of Margaret Garner, a woman who escaped slavery, inspired the Pulitzer-winning novel Beloved. Yep, it has Tandy Newton in it. You go watch it. Question number 8, Margaret Cho just straight up as the writer-star Joel Kim Booster for the role of house mom in Fire Island. Alright, and now that we've done all of your answers except for the bonus, let's boogie on bounce back to that. Brought to you by Taver for craft beer delivered to your door. Your bonus question one more time. Not as famous as The Handmaid's Tale or Alias Grace, Margaret Atwood's book Wandering Winda was turned into a kids series in Canada. Your visual video round tonight, and it's called Bean Movie.
Upside your head.
Happy Never Been Better Day to celebrate these movies or movie franchises where someone is getting beamed real good.
WGAP.
We'll see you after they play twice. Another quick fun.
Say oops upside your head. Say oops upside your head. Say oops upside your head.
I'm back at you again.
Upside your head.
Radio station is WGAP.
Say oops upside your head.
Puerco? What are you? Some kind of silly cartoon?
You got a problem with cartoons? What?
Any other questions?
Oh my God!
Yeah, Patches. Are you sure that this is completely necessary?
Pitches, all of them strikes. He's got pinpoint control here tonight, Bull fan. Here's the pitch.
This guy's crazy.
Yep. I wouldn't dig in there if I was you. Next one might be at your head.
Hey! Come on! Trust me!
And the rest of them for anybody that tries to stop me. Get out of the way! Give me that gun! Get him out! That's it! Nice work, Lama.
And you sent his brother up?
Sure, Mr. Chaz sent him up. #1 detective. I don't like my brother. I like his girl.
Yes, we were born.
Got a problem with cartoons?
Nice work, Llama.
And you sent his brother.
We're back, y'all. Hey, look, in-venue quizzes are back. Head on over to geekswhodrink.com to find an in-venue quiz near you. Anyway, you're about to go over your answers for Happy Never Been Better Day, your Bean movie, round number 5.
You got a problem with cartoons?
Question number 2, that is everything, everywhere. Number 3 is Clueless.
Ty Elton, help me!
What?
Number 4 is If You Can Dodge a Wrench, You Can Dodge a Ball. It's Dodgeball, a true underdog story. On ESPN 8, The Ocho. OS number 5 is Old Bull of Durham. Number 6 is Uncharted, and I'm still mad it's not Nathan Fillion. Should have been Nathan Fillion. And Sully's too young. I said what I said. Question number 7, After the Thin Man.
Nice work, Llama.
And you sent his brother.
And number 8 is Minions, The Rise of Gru. So number 2 was Everything Everywhere All at Once. You should totally watch that movie if you haven't already. I've seen it twice and it's amazing. I watched it a 3rd time or 4th time. Who knows? Anyway, we're moving on to round number 6, your ultimate round of tonight's quiz, and it's a speed round? The alliterating angels of alliteration. Yes, this is how it goes. Between the MLB, the NBA, the NFL, the NHL, and the MLS, there are 17 teams whose locations and nicknames start with the same letter. We're going to give you 4 minutes to name any 16 of them, and only the first word of a city counts. If the Kansas City Kangaroos were a team, they'd be a right answer. And your time starts now. To your penultimate bonus question of the night. It is, what MLB team would have qualified for this list before they moved from Boston to Milwaukee and then moved again? Remember, exclamation point, the answer you have up until I read, well, there is no question number 7 this time, so have up until I get to the S names to submit. And then, so yeah, so let's do this. So, like, now we're giving love to the big 5. I like that, like, you know, football is in there, other than, like, American rugby. All right, are you ready for your answers? Just one more time, the round was, oh wait, hold up. The Alliterating Angels of Alliteration. I gave you the one question with multiple answers, and it was the MLB, the NBA, the NFL, the NHL, and the MLS. There are 17 teams whose locations and nicknames start with the same letter. You had 4 minutes to name at least 16 of them. And Jirfad, I know you were upset about soccer, but only 2 of the teams are soccer teams. So, it almost got there. But your teams are the Boston Bruins, the Buffalo Bills, the Chicago Cubs, the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Columbus Crew, the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Los Angeles Lakers, the Miami Marlins, the Philadelphia Phillies, the Pittsburgh Penguins, the Pittsburgh Pirates, the San Antonio Spurs, the San Jose Sharks, the Seattle Seahawks, the Seattle Sounders FC, the Tennessee Titans, and the Washington Wizards. Boom, there you go. And to my knowledge, I believe the 2 soccer teams are the Columbus Crew and, where I'm at, the Seattle Sounders FC. So there you go. Anyway. Roger Robert, I know it's called football, alright? I'm just being silly because Americans love their football, aka American rugby. Anyway. Alright, let's go back to the bonus question. The Seattle Supersonics died when the Oklahoma City Thunder stole them from us. Anyway. Still better. But Sean Kim owns a weed store in there, like the Climate Pledge Arena. It is weird. Anyway, your bonus question one more time. What MLB team would have qualified for this list before they moved from Boston to Milwaukee to hot Atlanta? That's right, it's the Atlanta Braves, or the Boston Braves, if you're feeling nostalgia. Oh, the Washington Bullets, all the old names. I mean, I wish I knew more about sports, about the old names and all that. You know, that'd be cool. But I don't. It is what it is. Anywho, we're heading into the final round of Random Knowledge. Hit it.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Yes, indeed. It's the only time you can call your mama. It's a Random Knowledge. As always, this round is worth 16 points, but a little rule of thumb will help you out. Odd number questions are usually worth 1 point, and even number questions are worth 2 through 4 points. So, if a question has multiple parts, that means it's worth multiple points. Get into it. For question number 1, a mobster named, seriously, Manfredi Sinatra was a reoccurring villain in what youngest member of the Law and Order family? Yes. Question number 1 one more time. A mobster named Manfredi Sinatra was a reoccurring villain in what youngest member of the Law and Order family? And make sure you don't put that one that lasted for like a season and then know which one. If you know. Trash pandas. What town are they? CSI Cyber. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it too good. All right, folks, let's move into question number 2 worth 2 repetitive points. Paulina Regina was pretty unknown outside of the Netherlands before she directed what new Pete Davidson comedy horror film. And for your second point, what's 1970 Pearl Harbor film split directing duties between the American and Japanese? We'll on to number 2 one more time for 2 repetitive points. Paulina Regina was pretty unknown outside of the Netherlands before she directed what new Pete Davidson comedy horror film, and what 1970 Pearl Harbor film split directing duties between American and Japanese. Wait, is the Pete Davidson Kim K sex tape a comedy horror? Wow. I'm surprised you have that much faith in Pete Davidson's cinematography. But anyway. Like, I mean, it is 2022, right? And like, cam people, now they have one with the remote, and you'd be like, right? You know, with the right lighting, you can do it. You can do it. That's such a one. Oh, yes. Yes, there's another question. Here we go. I mean, like, Numi, that's what happens when you put the camera up to make the Johnson look bigger. Cinematography. I went to film school, but I went to film school for game design, but I had like one film first. Anywho, moving on to question number 3. Snuggled up tight with both Austria and Hungary, what Central European capital anagrams to stab a rival? So aggressive. Question number 3, one more time. Snuggled up tight with both Austria and Hungary, what Central European capital anagrams to stab a rival? It's just... That's just good cinematography, Geeks Hydrate. Right? Like, that's just good cinematography. Like, got to, like, how are we gonna do it? We're gonna have to like show it from the bottom, make it look bigger. That's what we're doing. Right? I mean, in here, like in Seattle, there's a festival called Hump where people make amateur porn and then you just watch it, right? And then it can be artistic, right? So for those people, it is cinematography. For cam folks, it's just straight fucking. Anyway, moving on to question number 4 for 3 points. Do they mostly eat plants or animals? Dragonflies, naked mole rats, and lobster. Question number 4 one more time for 3 points. Do they mostly eat plants or animals? Dragonflies, naked mole rats, and lobster. You know what? That explains a lot, Mr. Stalker. I mean, it is a festival. Like, you buy tickets to it. It's like SIF. It's like the cans of fucking, right? Like, I mean, right? You might learn some intimacy tips from seeing people, like, you know, be intimate with each other. It could also be sensual. It isn't just like I'm never going to be allowed to do this again, y'all. It can't take me anywhere. Bugs count their god. Anyway, moving on to question number 5. Well, bulgur is the quick and dirty whole wheat that anchors what tomato and parsley salad that's real big in Lebanon. In my head, I thought that question said a real big deal in Lebanon, and I was about to say that. Question number 5, one more time. A bulgur is the quick and dirty whole wheat that anchors what tomato and parsley salad that's real big in Lebanon. Oh yeah, no, Sovos. I'm not turning that into a joke. Nope. We have restraints. But no, I've never gone to the festival. I want to. I need to make time to go to that festival this year because I've heard it. Like there's good content. Like people try to be funny, right? It's go to. You know what? I like this game. The Great Gabo, because I am very easily amused. Very easily amused. Anywho, moving on to question number 6, worth 3 points. I'll name a presidential candidate. You name the incumbent who smashed them in the general election. Your first one is timid General George McClellan. Your next one is oil man and suspected cat eater Alf Landon. And finally, Minnesota nice guy Walter Mondale. What's number 6 for 3 points? I'll name a presidential candidate. You name the incumbent who smashed them in the general election. Timid General George McClellan. Oil man and suspected cat eater Alf Landon. And Minnesota nice guy Walter Mondale. Oh god, yeah, no, I know teachers, and like some of the teachers I know made like the worst jokes. Like I would like to think that my mind be in the gutter sometimes, but not really. If only. But apparently teenagers, they something else these days. I don't know, Gen Alpha. Well, like y'all been on the internet too long. Right, like y'all need to get off the internet, go outside and touch grass. Wait, let me stop. I don't even know why people started saying that. All right, folks, let's get into your penultimate question of tonight. Question number 7: the scent of seduction with a hint of flame-broiled meat. So went the ad copy for Flame, a cologne produced by what major fast food chain? Question number 7, one more time. A scent of seduction with a hint of flame-broiled meat. So went the ad copy for Flame, a cologne produced by what major fast food chain? So what I want to know is, what the fuck does seduction smell like? What does seduction smell like? That should be my, like, I'm gonna have to write that down as a possible pub quiz name later. Like, what does seduction smell like? The scent of seduction and a hint of flame, bro. Like, I get the second part. The second part is fire, quite literally. But anyway, while I'm gonna rack my brain on what seduction smells like, let's boogie on bounce over to question number 8, your final question in this final round. Worth 4 points, Megan Thee Stallion's big hits Hot Girl Summer, Savage, and Sweetest Pie had what 4 pretty damn famous featured artists between them? Question number 8, one more time for 4 points, Megan Thee Stallion's big hits Hot Girl Summer, Savage, and Sweetest Pie had what 4 pretty damn famous featured artists between them? So in this house, we stand Megan Thee Stallion, and I just started watching Legendary on HBO Max, and she killing the game on there. And I just saw, I think it was a Facebook photo where she's in Japan and she has like a Japanese schoolgirl outfit, looks very Sailor Moon. It was fire. So, you know. Oh god. Oh. Infectious or contagious. My laugh is not a virus. Oh no, it's just like the interactivity of parasocial relationships on the internet in 2022. That's all I'm gonna say. Anywho, it is time. Wow. Anyway, we'll figure it out in the chat. What does seduction smell like? Let me know. Anyway, while you're doing this, we're going to do our final bonus question of the night, where you're going to have one more chance to win $5 of Tabor credit and up to $50 of Tabor credit for craft beer delivered to your door. Your bonus question is, home to a 100-year-old cable car offering some sweet views. New York's Whirlpool State Park stretches over what river that would totally have a whirlpool? Your bonus question one more time. Home to a 100-year-old cable car offering some sweet views. New York's Whirlpool State Park stretches over what river that would totally have a whirlpool? And it looks like folks are putting in those answers, so you have up until I read the answer to question number 7 to put in your submissions. And let's get into your answers for your final round of random knowledge. Oh my. This ain't next time I host. It's gonna be, what does seduction smell like? It smells like random knowledge. All right, we're on to question number 1. A mobster named, seriously, man, Freddie Sinatra was a recurrent villain in what's a youngest member of the Law and Order family. It is not Law and Order Judge and Jury, or whatever that one was. It's Law and Order Organized Crime. Trial by Jury, that's what it's called. That's what it's called. Right? See, I want the owners from Geno's to be in this show because they act like they organized crime. Well, anyway, fuck out of here. Put on question number 2 for 2 repetitive points. Helena Regine was pretty unknown outside of the Netherlands before she directed the new Pete Davidson comedy horror film Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. And that 1970 Pearl Harbor film that split directing duties between the American and Japanese scenes is Tora, Tora, Tora. They organized crime against food. Yes, unless you're drunk at 3 a.m. Then they Gucci. All right. Moving on to question number 3. Snuggled up tight with both Austria and Hungary, the Central European capital that anagrams to stab a rival. It's Bratislava. I probably said that wrong. All right. Bratislava. European. Moving on to question number 4 for 3 points. Do they mostly eat plants or animals? Dragonflies, they eat animals. Naked mole rats, I mean, he like nachos, so, you know, or a tacho, plants. And lobsters, that would be animals as well. And before you at me, did you know that the cheese sauce at Taco Bell is vegan? I know. Anywho, moving on to question number 5. Bulgur is the quick and dirty whole wheat that anchors the tomato and parsley salad that is real big in Lebanon. That is tabbouleh. No beef. Bugs are not plants. Bugs have at least a tiny bit of agency. Come on now. Moving on to question number 6 for 3 points. I gave you a presidential candidate. You told me the incumbent who smashed them in the general election. The timid General George McClellan, that would be Abraham Lincoln. 4, the oil man and suspected cat eater Alpha Landon, that would be FDR or Franklin Delano. And the Minnesota nice guy, Walter Mondale. That would be Ronald. Yeah, but Jerafat, here's the thing. Insects are good sources of protein, so they might as well be, and we'll need it in the future anyway. We need to stop fucking cows. Anyway, speaking of the fucking cows, moving on to question number 7. With a sense of seduction and a hint of flame-broiled meat, so went the ad copy for Flame, a cologne produced by Burger King. Beyond Bugs is my favorite plant-based. Oh, man. And moving on to question number 8 for 4 points. Megan Thee Stallion's big hits, Hot Girl Summer, Savage, and Sweetest Pie had what 4 pretty damn famous artists featured between them? That would be Nicki Minaj, Ty Dolla $ign, Beyonce, and Dua Lipa. All right, folks, that does it for all the answers for the final round, except for your bonus question. One more time. Home to a 100-year-old cable car offering some sweet views. New York's Whirlpool State Park stretches over what river? That would totally have a whirlpool. That is the Niagara River. Or just Niagara. As always, we'll see you next time. Hey, guess what? I actually stream Mario Kart on Twitch now at 8. So if you want to go to twitch.tv/Chazbaz, you can see me, say motherfuckers is drawing when I get hit by blue shells all the time. So if you enjoy that sort of thing and you want to hear more of my infectious laugh with me and my gang of friends who like to play Mario Kart, you should do it. Otherwise, stay safe, stay healthy, and most of all, don't forget to be awesome. Catch you later. Bye.